Are we? We're live. Hello, everyone. The little indicator that we were live was hidden beneath my taskbar. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Midgardy RPG. My name is Hikaru, and we're here with Harper's Tale, a one-on-one campaign between myself and this handsome fellow beside me. This is our Extra Life special campaign that we are running this month. Might take us a bit longer. It might take us a couple more weeks into September to finish it, but not by much. So this is a special campaign exclusively for Extra Life, which means we all donations are being funneled into Extra Life. You can put exclamation mark donate into the chat for the link. $5 donations you can add there to let us know if you would like to give Aodhan a reroll. Or for 10, you can give this asshole, this good boy, a treat for $10. See, he's hungry. He's starving. He usually is by the end because his food time is at 8 o'clock. And sometimes we go till 10, and he's like, "No, my food." If he gets 5 treats during a session, we upgrade that to a creamy salmon treat, which he hasn't had in a while now. I think he's had like 2 of those so far. So yeah, you want to make his day, $50 total, right? Is that right? Oh, you're back. I just tossed you off my lap, cat. Say hello. That's his way of saying hello by rubbing the mic. All right, now go away. All right, why don't you introduce yourself?
All right, hi, I'm Sho. I'm playing Aodhan O'Connor, a Way of the Flying Dagger monk, Lotus Den halfling, and maybe today I'll actually use my daggers.
Maybe. That's the greatest mystery. Why take a dagger throwing thing if you're not going to throw any daggers?
Because I didn't realize that I was the only frontline fighter who
You knew you
actually.
were alone.
No, but I didn't think that none of the NPCs would actually go into melee combat or would
Be
be able
able
to
to?
without dying.
Uh-huh. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we start, I would like to say thank you to our sponsors. We are sponsored by Roll20, the virtual tabletop solution that is free to sign up, and you can get playing within like 5 minutes or maybe a bit more if you want to play around with the system and see what it can do. But it can roll dice. It has character sheets for dozens of systems, including 5th edition, and it does have a character mancer, which is kind of like a tutorial mode, create your character using the SRD, or if you unlock the Wizards of the Coast content, you can then use the character mancer to build your character. And it's not just Wizards of the Coast content. They've got a bunch of stuff from Kobold Press and other publishers out there. Sorry. So check it out. And if you don't like playing 5th edition, well, I have good news. There's a bunch of other systems that are supported by Roll20, including their new system called Burn Bright, which is a hope punk sci-fi fantasy setting where you get to get your own ship and decorate it and buy upgrades however you like. It looks pretty cool. Someday we have to try that on stream. Someday. Not today. So anyways, thank you to Roll20 for the sponsorship. Right, so, Sho, what happened last session?
We went to find the forest witch to try and figure out if she could supply us with periwinkle flowers. She told us that Periwinkle. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. On the way, we encountered gremlins, which were trying to cross the river to get to where they thought the periwinkle flowers were.
What about the
We.
Zoogs and the Ulthar cats?
Oh, well, those two. Shush! Listen. Alright, so we had to handle territory disputes and pettiness between cat people and rat people.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually happened and discovered that, oh, hey, maybe that gap that formed was because y'all weren't getting along, and this being in the Feywild, it could reflect your own attitudes towards one another. So, handled that. We're led to where the forest witch, around where she was, found Grace, of all people. And then encountered gremlins, tried to interrogate them by tickling, because why torture when you can tickle? Drove them off afterwards, found the forest witch, had tea with the forest witch. She told us that stuff was in the Feywild, and then the gremlins that we drove off brought friends and crashed in through the windows. That sounds about where we're at.
So, I was today years old when I learned that Zoogs are an actual thing and not just something invented by the mind of a 10-year-old girl. Um, the description was lacking. Okay, so they don't have many eyes, so the many eyes must have been just there were many of them watching you. But also, Zoogs have whiskers of a sort. You guys know those, like, what kind of creature is it? Like, they eat ants that has, like a
Anteaters?
bearded, like, nose thing going on? It's not an ant, like a star mole, I think it is. I think it's a star mole.
The star mole? Oh, yeah.
Star-nosed mole. Yeah, you ever seen a star-nosed mole?
I did, but I don't want to.
That's what Zoogs have on their face.
Right.
Except more like Thulu-y. They've got like tentacles going down to their like chin.
So instead of many eyes, they have many ugh, that's gross.
Yeah, they're apparently
I like them better when they had many eyes.
They're apparently from H.P. Lovecraft. So thanks to H.P. Lovecraft for those little horrors.
Okay.
Great.
Moving on.
That's good to know. I have so many windows open right now.
That sounds like a you problem. And the forest witch has many windows open as well because gremlins crash through them.
Oh my god. Oh,
hey.
No.
Well, so
I'm lost in my windows. All right. So
shit, I'm also gonna have a lot of windows open soon. Damn it. Oh yeah, that's a lot of them.
Now, not last session you had Theron, which was played by Sam. Theron is still there because he didn't just get whisked away into the nothingness or run away screaming. But since Sam was unavailable to play today, I will be controlling Theron. Would have been good to like look through his sheet to see what he can do
beforehand
before we started, but you know, it's fine.
Is it though?
All right, so we start in the middle of a raid as 10 gremlins smash through windows and barrel through doors covered in glitter, turned pink, smelling like lavender and perfume as they set off the traps on the windows, ready to cause some havoc. I can honestly, I can roll initiative for everyone, including you, at once.
But I'd like to roll my own initiative. I'd like to roll my own initiative so I don't go dead middle.
Alright, roll your initiative.
And watch as I get worse. That'd serve
I'm
me
gonna
right.
laugh.
That would definitely serve me right if I got under a 12. Yep.
That's what you get.
Yes, it definitely is what I get. Now I go almost oh, not really almost last. Wow.
Wow. There's a lot of people with shitty initiatives. And also, Roll20, can you please stop putting a bunch of zeros on people's initiatives?
No.
Wait, as a gremlin? Why as a?
I don't know. Regardless.
I'm gonna have to ask Pi about that one because Pi's the one that
programmed them. Fantastic. All right. Well, anyway, let's get this clusterfuck.
We have so many monsters that Pi actually separated it in by like alphabetical folders.
Well, so combat.
Combat. All right, what can these gremlins do?
Oh no.
Probably not much. Oh wow. Okay, sure. Gremlins are small fey creatures, and that makes combat on a 5 foot grid kind of
Weird.
interesting. I'm almost. Oh, you know what I'm
You
gonna
can make.
do?
Are you gonna make them into a swarm? That'll be kind of terrible.
No, I'm gonna make the grid.
But now, how do we move?
That should still. Nope,
No.
I made a mistake.
Yes, I realized that.
The fuck?
It's what you do when you alter the grids.
But
This is why we just have to suffer through it.
but
Mm-mm.
I'm sad.
Yes, well, just
All right, fine. That was. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I did the math wrong. Children, stay in school. Math is important. Turns out half of 5 feet is not 10 feet, it's 2.5.
that's double 5 feet. You dummy.
All right, that should work.
How? That's.
What?
I'm kind of mad at you right now.
I was thinking double and like yeah, I had to double the like thing, but I made some mistakes. All right, cool. Now I can move the gremlins approximately where they should be, with more ease and not having to press Alt so much. So Puppy's getting attacked.
How dare? No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh wow, 2 10s. Puppy is fine.
They have multi-attack? What?
Yes. Beware the gremlins. Your
Oh, Sir
turn.
Cheddar.
Sir
Yeah, I
Cheddar.
know. I'm looking.
Has Sir Cheddar used sorcery points? I feel like he hasn't used sorcery points today. You might want to, like, because his token shows that he only has 4 sorcery points left.
Yeah, how many is he supposed to have?
I don't remember. Has he used any sorcery points? I don't think he's
Not
used any sorcery.
today. The last time he used sorcery points was. Oh yeah, he did. No, he didn't, except for the Tyrannosaurus fight, which was a while ago. So how
So he
many is
should
he
have
supposed to
10.
have? 10. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
he's a level 10 caster.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure as a caster he doesn't want to get that close to them. Let me see if he actually has any attack spells.
Yeah, I think he has magic missile. No, he does not.
He does not. He doesn't have any attack spells.
No, but you can pick a cantrip and try to roll it.
Yeah, doing so in such a little thing though, I don't want to. Well, no, he's just gonna try and bite the nearest one because he's panicking since little things are coming so close. He's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, 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 bite. If I can actually get
The one by Aodhan or the one in the corner?
the one directly in front.
Okay.
18
Yeah, that hits.
for 4.
Okay. This is a life or death situation for Cheddar.
Yes, it is in fact a life or death situation for Cheddar.
All right. Cheddar bites the gremlin. The gremlin does not go down.
That that's scary. There's a lot of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I decided. This is why Aodhan decided not to just book it. Not like he actually knew where the portal was at the time.
The portal
All right.
you were told was the mirror that was very visible in the hut.
Yeah. Okay. Well, where is the mirror so we know what to guard?
We'll say it's this thing.
That?
There.
Couldn't it be like this thing?
No, because it
That's.
was behind her.
Dang it. Well then, I hate to do this, but Sir Cheddar is probably gonna go here. Like as. Yeah, he's gonna go there to try and put a little bit between them and the mirror.
And he could go just in front of the mirror.
Yeah, but then he'd be leaving this one's threatened space.
Oh, you're right.
And that's why he doesn't want that. All right, well, Rose, please do a
I like
thing.
how now you can move half a square because of the square sizes, because
Mm-hmm.
technically you should not be able to do that.
Well, Rose is gonna just attack.
Actually, technically, because of the 5 feet thing, this is 5 feet to the side,
Oh, okay, so then it's
and
fine.
that's not leaving the gremlin space. They're just
Okay,
tiny creatures, so they're
okay,
coexisting in the same square.
cool. Oh, so does that mean that this one is not in melee with Aodhan? If
Yeah, it
that's the
is.
case?
Yeah, because it's basically in that, like,
Okay. Well, anyway.
because like this
At
is a square, right?
card.
There's just 2 in that square.
Okay. Well, longsword attacks on the one by Puppy.
Okay.
Nope. Better.
Better.
For 13 piercing. Oof. She does not like Puppy getting
No, she's
attacked.
not. And that gremlin poofs.
Good.
That's what they do. I'm gonna
Mhm.
disappear.
Excellent. And now she's probably gonna.
Also, did you see these icons? These look at them. You can tell they're evil.
Mhm. She's gonna get closer to this way to make it more difficult for them. Alrighty. Oh, there's Grace is not gonna be happy, and that's probably why she'll probably go as close as she can get to
What, she's
block
poofing
them.
too?
No. Shut up. Anyway, Rose is done.
All right, so that gremlin there is going to. I'm really confused as to why it says Azza there. And oh, I think I know why. All right, it is going to go after Grace. Does that have advantage? Yes, it does.
What? Why does it have advantage?
Because there's a gremlin on the other side.
That not directly across.
Yes. Remember,
Is
5
that?
feet squares. Also, you're in the middle square there. You have to move 2 squares now for 5 feet.
This is messing me up. You shouldn't have done it.
Don't worry about it. I said they had advantage, and yet
11.
11 does not hit. 17 does.
Mm-hmm.
For 5 piercing. Are you taking that out?
Give me a minute.
I'm just asking because I went to take it out because.
Uh-huh.
God,
there's so many of these things. I wish I had more AoEs. I wish I had people who had anything.
All right, so this gremlin is gonna go after the pup.
Why does that have advantage?
That one doesn't have advantage. It's 18 and 14, which hit.
I was gonna say Cheddar probably would have cast Mage Armor at the beginning of the
14 is major with mage armor, so that does hit.
That's unfortunate.
So that's gonna be 6 piercing for Sir Cheddar.
How rude. Okay, next one.
All right. Next one is gonna. This one's outside, so it's gonna have to come inside and go after Grace.
Yeah, they both hit. Will you not hit Grace, please?
For 11 damage.
Well, now it's Grace's turn, and she's not happy about this.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, she's kind of concerned about, not dying.
That's fair.
So I think she's just going to Healing Word herself as a bonus action. At level 2, get 8 of that health back. And then she's going to turn to the one that missed. Oh, why does it have it on Whisper Roll? Anyway, not like it matters. She's going to turn to the one that missed and be like, wow, you're not doing very well, are you? Wisdom save, please.
No advantage, and even with advantage, it would have
failed. So 4 psychic damage and disadvantage on the next attack.
All right. Put a red dot on him. Aodhan.
Yes. Sorry. There's a lot of things going on, and the turn order is kind of in my way.
All right. Aodhan.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Why does it have advantage?
It doesn't.
Uh-huh. Not that it matters, because both of those are on the first roll, and they both hit.
Yep. So that's
you not-
14 damage.
Can you not almost max? Like,
Okay.
Aiden's just gonna look at it. He's gonna raise a fist, and then he's just gonna punch it in the face. Does a 12 hit
Yes.
for 10?
And you poof it.
Good. Is that other one still in a 5-foot square?
Correct.
How about a 23?
Yes. Do you really
For
need
11.
me to answer that? And another one poops.
And then, just so I don't get too cramped, I'm just gonna spend a key point and throw 2 darts. Darts, which have the same things as daggers. They're really stiletto daggers anyway, so.
At the ones in the corner?
27 and 17.
Both hit.
For 8 and 7.
That poofs both of them.
Good. And then I'm just gonna kind of go over.
See, and you were worried.
No, I was just like, this is cramped. But if I had left them be, I would be more worried.
Well, no, but I mean, see, you kill them left and right. You took out 4 in one turn.
Yeah, that's only because I had 4 attacks.
All right, Apollo.
All right, puppy. Come on, puppy. Apollo's sheet's all the way over here. Does he have advantage because of pack tactics? Oh, he doesn't have pack tactics. That's lame.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's a wolf.
But he's got his people, his humans. 12.
It's
4 piercing, and please be proned.
strength? Yes.
14. Darn.
Ooh, wow.
Not,
Strong gremlin.
Not proned.
These guys want to get to the portal. So this one's gonna go after the raven. Wow. And they're scared of her apparently.
But, I mean...
Alright, and Theron. Things are getting a bit cramped in here, so he is just gonna longbow. He'll go here and try to longbow the one between Grace and Rose. 13 hits. Does not quite take it out though.
Come on, Raven.
Then...
just use like acid splash or something ridiculous. Or poison spray.
I mean, she has fireball, but she isn't gonna fireball inside her house.
No. I wouldn't waste all that.
All right. Oh, she's in melee, which is a pain in the butt.
Does she not have like shocking grasp or?
No, she only has firebolt.
She's the forest witch. She... Doesn't make sense that the forest witch has fire.
Alright, she's just gonna go for the one that's hasn't gone yet.
And you're in disadvantage, it hits.
Oops. Tapped it twice and poofs it. And she goes, "You will not go through me, not today." Gremlin. That's me. Apollo is going to get... No, actually, wait. Yes, because Apollo bit him. Apollo, bad dog.
I'm really annoyed that these guys have multi-attack because...
That's...
Hold on.
What?
Does Apollo? Okay, his armor class is 12, so yes. Oh my gosh, poor Apollo.
That's 10 damage for Apollo, and you
I'm
hear
aware.
oh, that was loud. I did
Yeah,
not mean it
it
to be loud.
was. It was. You know what? So Cheddar's like, uh-oh, puppy. Friendo. Badger. He's gonna use polymorph if that wasn't clear to turn Apollo into a badger.
Well, you can drag the badger out. Where is?
Hold on, I have to actually cast the spell first. This is annoying having this many spells, having this many things open. There's that, and then
I found it.
okay. It should not be that. I was gonna say it should not be that small. It's a medium creature.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be really difficult for me. All right, and then just gonna stay there.
I was just replacing them so that they don't.
Mm-hmm.
All right, polymorph is done.
Yep, that's his turn. Rose is just going to longsword the two in front of her. Well, one of them until it dies. 16
Ack.
for 9.
Yep. So, was you going for the injured one or non-injured one?
This one was the. Which one was injured?
The one.
Right here?
Yeah.
Then yes, that one.
Okay.
And she missed with the other one.
All right.
And that is her done.
Down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
This one's gonna go after Grace, and it still has advantage because there's still another one on the other side.
No, it has disadvantage because straight roll.
Oh, straight roll. You're right. So 5 and 11 both miss.
Mm-hmm.
Good call.
Yep.
Is that both? Like, do both
Just
attacks?
the first one, but the other one was an 11 as its
yeah,
top,
that's
so
true.
It doesn't matter.
All right, it's Grace's turn. Though the
Yes.
turn order circle decided to
Bugger off.
zoom off into who knows
nothingness.
where.
All right. Well, firstly, I hate to tell you this, but the spells aren't linked to their sheet, so when they're actually cast, it doesn't seem to take them off. She's gonna kind of. Yeah, no, he's fine. She's just going to vicious mock the one in front of her again.
Okay.
Man, you really need all the help you can get, don't you? Oh, he doesn't have advantage, but still. Oh, that would have been a natural one if he didn't.
A 16 or a 0?
Yep. Well, that didn't work.
Nope.
Okay. She's done. What? Oh, yeah, because it buggered off. So I can't hit done, because there's no done button again. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, hey. Now I'm just going to do daggers. Or, you know.
You have disadvantage for the one behind Rose, because they are medium creatures and this is a small creature, so it's got partial cover.
You were saying. Can I actually get up on top of the chair? Or would I have to get up on top of the table?
I mean, from there you can actually aim at the two by the giant badger with no issue.
Yeah, I know, but I want to get all 3. I have 4. I have potentially 3 2-4 attacks.
Okay, well, go for it.
Okay. So first one's the one at Rose. Is a little buddy down there. 17
That hits.
For 8.
And it poofs.
One by Badger. For 9.
And it 2 poofs.
And the last one is only a 12.
That hits.
For 8.
Poof.
Cool. Nice. Now that we're out of combat, Aodhan's just gonna very quickly retrieve all of his daggers. Use his little action to be like, okay, boom. Because he used... I think he used 7 of them. So he'll just retrieve them. Just with key, just to be flashy.
What?
Since he just got... He can... When he does one of his rain of daggers attacks, he can actually retrieve up to. Oh, never mind. As an action, never mind. So we'll just do it regularly.
Okay. Well, the raven looks about at the mess and goes, "Well, looks like I'm gonna have cleanup to do, but thank you for helping me." Um,
No problem. I mean, they would have just tried to get past you and follow us.
yes,
So
I suspect that is true. She pulls a bottle of something and hands it to you. Give this to my friend the gardener. It
okay,
will help pave the way.
all right. And Aiden will take it. And I'm just gonna put bottle of something in here. Oh, hey. So the wand of Heartwood, does that actually, can it be given to a bard as well, or does it have to
No,
be a druid or a cleric?
cleric and druid, yeah.
Dang, that stinks.
Theron kind of looks around and goes, maybe I should stay
Yes,
and
please.
help.
Help guard.
Help guard, help clean this mess, and yeah, make sure no other.
As much as I hate to say it, perhaps Apollo should stay as well. He's got good ears and a good nose. He could probably tell you if more are coming. Although I know Apollo is not going to be happy that I'm keeping him from Rose.
Apollo, Rose, and Grace just stare at you like, no.
Fine, but be it on you. At least keep up the polymorph for now, Sir Cheddar.
That
As long as we've got it, just in case.
I can do.
All right, we're gonna go through the portal then.
All right.
Ooh, is the soil very, very comfortable under my feet?
Yes.
Excellent. You can tell that Aiden is like, if I didn't have a purpose for being here, I would totally just stay here for a while and admire things and, make things bloom. Oh,
There's a
wow.
lot of blooming going on here.
That's fine. All right, I guess we're going to have to look around and find the gardener. I'm going to just kind of deliberately look over to Apollo Badger and be like, don't make a mess and don't bark at things
You
that
turn to
could.
look at the badger and you see the badger's already sniffing at the flowers and going like from one to another and just sneezing once and then going to the next.
Just don't make a mess. And then gonna kind of wander around the garden. Are these well, those are obviously pink flowers, but I'm just gonna look around to see if I can see the gardener. I don't know what the gardener looks
Um
like.
that's actually a tree with pink leaves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the big ones are trees. You've
Okay.
got flowers all over the place though.
Yeah.
Um
But I'm just gonna look around to see if I can catch sight of somebody who could be the gardener.
okay. Give me a perception check.
All right. I presume the others would be doing the same. Should I just roll with advantage or should I have them also
Yeah,
roll
just
too?
roll with advantage.
Make it easier. 19.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is that there's a bunch of little like motes of light that float through the garden, kind of almost like in like a patrol route.
Oh,
And there is a pathway that leads through the area.
All right, I guess we're going to walk on the pathway, and I'm gonna once again look back at Apollo and be like, "Don't make a mess. You can admire, but this is not our place."
Um, Give me a survival check.
Turn advantage off. 23.
Okay. So you notice that the pathway has one set of medium-sized humanoid footprints that travel on and off the path into the greenery. So there's like hedge walls that form the border of the path, but there's like many breaks in this shrubbery allowing people to like walk towards like different places in this area. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, there's only one set of footprints.
Okay. Which of them look the most recent? Like, does it look like somebody?
It's kind of hard to tell. Like it looks like it's someone who comes here often and
Mm-hmm. Kara, I'm just gonna leave the NPCs and just presume that they're following,
that's fine.
because I'm just kind of strolling through, looking around. Also, ignore my weird way of moving because I can't move in a circular motion to actually follow the path. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just kind of looking, like I said, keeping my eyes peeled to see if somebody's there. I probably will call out.
Okay. Um, you notice that the little motes seem to like spot you as you start walking down the path and flitter off in a certain direction.
Which is the certain direction? I'm guessing up this way, maybe?
No, into the copse here.
Is there a break that.
Yeah, there's many breaks and like little
Okay.
pathways off the path.
Then I would like to just kind of peer off and call out, "Hello? I'm looking for the gardener."
Okay. Um, do you
I
follow
prob
the motes?
Eventually, probably, if I don't get a response.
Why am I yawning so much? Not immediately. But you start following them and you turn a bend through the hedges and trees. And then you spot a figure surrounded by the golden glow of will-o-wisps,
Oh.
the motes of light.
Mm-hmm.
Long brown hair is braided over their shoulder, with the rest of their hair covered by a wide-brimmed straw hat decorated with flowers. They wear practical clothing, with tan breeches, a white shirt, and a green coat. Around them, the dirt is dark and blackened, while other bushes and vines are a paler green and appear damaged. The figures bent down as they gently and lovingly tend to the sole bush thriving here, which is filled with many pink flowers.
Awesome. I will steadily approach. I won't try and hide myself, but I will also not try and be overly noisy and not damage anything further.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll call out again. "Hello?"
They turn around.
"Oh, hey. I recognize that picture
Why do you recognize that picture?
because it was on somewhere else on here. It was on the tweet."
Well, yes, because this was the relevant picture.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there. I seem to have a guest. And they peer behind your shoulder to see the rest of your group. I am the gardener. Who are you?
"My name is Aodhan O'Connor," and then I'll do a brief round of introductions. Uh, the Archdruid asked us to search for some periwinkle flowers so that we could help one of his students get better. And Raven sent us a little bottle to give to you, and I'm gonna hold up the bottle of something that Raven gave me.
Okay. She seems like suspicious at first until you hold out the bottle and say that uh, Raven gave it to you. And she smiles brightly and takes the bottle and says, "Ah, lavender essence oil. Perfect. Thank you.
No
Well,
problem.
welcome to the garden. And if you're looking for periwinkles, and she points to the bush she was tending, then you've found them.
Excellent. I don't suppose we could have a couple of them. Is there something we can do in exchange?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 13.
Okay. As you're looking around and like looking at the bush that they're pointing at, you see there's like claw marks on the trees and scorch marks on the ground. Like a lot of the plants in this area are missing leaves, flowers, or fruits, as if something had like ripped them off.
Oh
Um,
no.
you notice
Would
that most of the damage is only like 2 feet high.
so something small.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna be like, have you been having problems with maybe gremlins recently?
Also, they're speaking in Sylvan.
I I'm also speaking in Sylvan
Good. Um, they
because
give a
that's one of the
sigh.
languages I know.
Yes, I recently had a bit of a problem with some gremlins. 2 months ago, I was tending to the pond when I heard some laughing and screeching. The will-o-wisps told me there were intruders, and I came here as fast as I could, but by the time I made it here, the damage was already done, and the gremlins had already started retreating with some periwinkles.
Yeah, it seems like they were doing it for a coordinated purpose. Somebody told them to get periwinkle flowers for them, bring them back. They called him Master.
Mm.
They didn't know anything about, they didn't know a name or anything, but they said that he would do all sorts of things to them, grind them, test them, do a lot of things. And recently, the village I came from, the Grove, had an issue where somebody was polluting our well water with what turned out to be periwinkle essence.
That is troubling to hear.
And something else happened with the next town over where their druid, well, his wife and daughter succumbed to the sickness caused by the periwinkle essence, and something happened to him. I don't know what, but the archdruid, Master Dang, said that he might be able to help him if he had periwinkle flowers to make into something.
Well, you see, periwinkles can be used for medicinal purposes, but they're also very poisonous. The trick to use them in medicine correctly is to harvest them properly. This knowledge was passed down to me from my ancestors. I can teach you, and then you can help me harvest the periwinkles you need for the medicine.
That would be great. I would be happy to learn, and if there's anything I can do to help maybe repair some of this damage. I don't really know magic aside from the bits my mom taught me, but she was a gatherer, so she had a bit of knowledge about plant care.
Well, perhaps we can find some use for that plant care here. She laughs. They laugh, sorry. Um, they start teaching you how to harvest the periwinkle, and it's more about like first you have to find one that's in full bloom,
Hmm.
and then you have to cut the stem right above the first set of leaves under the flower. And while they do this, they utter a short magic phrase in Sylvan. And after
Alrighty.
they cut the first one, they make sure to repeat the phrase for you.
What is the phrase in Sylvan?
Uh, I don't have it.
Well, I would like to repeat it back slowly to make sure I got the pronunciation correct.
Hmm. They
And then I'd,
nod.
and then I'd like to go through and very deliberately, very carefully mimic what I saw as exactly as I can.
What you
And
noticed is when they harvested it properly, um, a bright golden color glows from the plant before going back to a bright pink.
okay.
And They point at one on the ground, and you see a periwinkle flower that it looks the same as the ones on the bush, but this one is a dull purple color. And they point at it and they go, "That is what happens when you do not do it properly." And the purple indicates that the flower is now poisonous.
Okay. So after after they went through it, I'd like to, like I said, very carefully, as precisely as I can, emulate what they did. And just as I'm about to, she did, or they
They,
did do it just as they were about to cut, right? Or as they cut it.
yeah, as they were cutting it, they would say the phrase.
Then, as I'm cutting it, I would like to say the phrase carefully and enunciate it as best I can, since I do speak Sylvan.
Yeah, since you speak Sylvan, it's relatively easy for you to um, say the magic words, and um, as you cut the flower, it glows gold for a moment and then fades, and you have a bright pink flower in your hand.
Excellent. I would like to very carefully get out a little pouch that my mother had given me when we would go gathering herbs when I was younger, and I would like to very carefully put it in that pouch.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many I need or how many I'm allowed to take, so I'll follow your lead.
They nod, and you two begin to. You've gathered a couple more flowers when the serene quiet of the gardens is pierced with a loud roar that emanates through the doors to the north, as a swarm of 20 goblins flanking the large, hulking mass of a giant ape comes through. The ape roars once more before charging forward right to the periwinkles.
Great. Awesome. I guess initiative time?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
So we'll say that the periwinkle bush is that little one there.
Okay. Then Rose probably would have been guarding the area, and I'm sure that Apollo would be not far. Oh, darn it. I'm probably going to have to have Sir Cheddar cast Polymorph on me again.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have. Does the gardener have stats?
Oh, so does the giant ape look like it's chasing the goblins, or does it look like it's with them?
No, it looks like it's with them.
Damn it. That's unfortunate, because I was hoping to speak with animals to get out of it.
Well, um, give me an insight check.
Okay. I'm not very good at this, but 18.
Okay. It looks like the giant ape is like not under its own
Own power.
control. Like something is either charmed it or controlling it somehow. It is not acting of its own volition.
Okay.
And yeah, the gardener is a non-combatant, so I do not.
That's fine. Honestly, I'd rather the gardener stay back with the I'd rather the gardener stay back with the bush and with Apollo and keep any. Well, Rose would probably stay back too. All right. I guess we are initiativing it up.
Yep.
All right.
Do you want me to roll for the NPCs?
Yeah, please. I'm hoping that Sir Cheddar goes first because absolutely know what he's gonna do, especially since dang it. Oh no.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna bother with the zeros.
Darn it, there's so many of them. Why are the And they're not goblins. Those are more gremlins.
Yes, I said gremlins.
You said goblins.
I meant gremlins.
Gosh, so many of them.
All right. So what I'm gonna, you know what? Hold on. No, I can't do that.
And I go like dead last. Not dead last, but near the end.
I did not want to roll initiative individually because I don't want to do that.
This is gonna stink.
Hold on.
You know what? Are you just putting them all together?
Yeah, because I don't want this to take
Forever?
forever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in groups of 5. Was that
So
5?
basically make them a swarm.
I think that was 5.
I don't know.
1 hack. 1, 2, 3, 4.
One more.
5. And then 1, 2, 4, 5.
I'm a bit concerned about the deadliness of this encounter.
2, 3,
Because
5.
there's 20.
Yes.
Oh, that's
And
okay. Oh, I know what Aodhan's doing when he
you
finally
beat
gets
the
his turn.
crap out of the
No. I know what Aodhan's gonna do, and it's the only thing that he really can do that's not gonna be that's not gonna really damage the plants. That's an AoE.
Uh-huh. All right. I
Did you just
don't
make them
know.
into biggins because you made them 5?
I have made plenty of mistakes.
Yeah, I see that.
All right.
That's fine. You can just keep the.
Okay. Screw you all. All right. There we go. So these things have a feature called stack.
That's terrible. But they only get 1 attack that does double damage, or 2 attacks
No,
that do
they
double
get 2
damage.
double damage attacks, but that's better than 5.
That's better than 20 of them.
Yeah. So that's they're gonna have more HP though because there's 5 of them.
That's fine. And you're gonna have to re-roll them onto the initiative order.
Yeah. I should have changed their HP before copy pasting them, but I am not a smart person.
So why didn't you do that with the 10?
Because that would have gone over quickly.
I mean, I guess.
And I wanted to scare you. All right, now.
So now you can actually roll for those, and I hope that most of them go. Oh, god damn it! Well, at least 2 of them go after.
Hey, look, no 000s this time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the giant ape goes first, and it is going to go straight for the bush, barreling past everything. And since Rose is in the way,
I'm sorry, Rose. I really hope that this thing isn't gonna just squish her. Nope.
oh,
nope. Thank God. It has a +9 to its attacks. That's terrifying.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, a giant ape wasn't that bad. What's their speed? 20.
Probably 20.
Yeah.
It's going what? Oh, is that a double move? 40?
Yep. Yeah, they don't have any ranged attacks.
That's fine.
Do they? No, they don't.
Mm-mm.
So none of them get to go before you.
That's perfectly fine. And oh my goodness, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do, which is I would like. Hold on, let me close Druidcraft. I don't know why that was open.
This map is so obnoxiously colored; it is hard to see the tokens.
I'd like to cast Spike Growth.
Ooh.
center it in such a way that it catches as many of the gremlins and as many of the gremlins as I can. I want to try to avoid the giant gorilla at the moment, or giant ape. But yeah, spike growth. It's a 20-foot radius centered on a point in range. So if I did it, oh, that would get him too. What if I did it here? That would still get him. That would not. I'd like to center it over here. Because it wouldn't get this guy and it wouldn't get Apollo, but it'd get everything else, including this one here.
Well, it's a radius.
Yeah, but he's still in the radius.
Yeah, but it's a circle. I have the template out.
Because that only gets a 15-foot though.
20-foot radius.
This is 20 feet from the center of where it would be cast. That's not a circle. That's a square.
Yeah, this is the same circle as a 20-foot. See, it's 20 feet.
Yeah.
But it's 15 feet on the side.
Which is weird.
No, that's how we've been doing fireballs all the time.
The 20 feet is supposed to be all over if it's a radius, because it's 20 foot from the center no matter where.
Yeah, but this is the math, 5th edition math.
Well, 5th edition's stupid.
Hey,
anyway.
We've been doing fireballs like that, and you've been able to shape fireballs around people thanks to that. So
I guess
you can only get 2 if you don't want to get the ape.
I mean,
it's still a good option.
Yeah. Move it. Ugh. Well, hold on. Let me make sure. Difficult terrain. Into it or within it?
You should be able to move it yourself now.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I will center it to get the ape as well. As much as I'd hate to do it. It doesn't get Apollo though, right?
You can actually get the gremlin without getting Apollo there.
Good. And then when the ape is out, I'll deal with that later.
I mean, the ape is currently going, like...
I know.
Nuts,
the ape is currently going for... Okay. Well, that's it. Oh, does that mean that it takes double damage for AoEs? Like, when it moves, it takes 44 instead of 54?
Well, it's not an AoE technically, because they're just moving into a square that does pain. As opposed to, like, a fireball that is an AoE. So basically, the one that has their feet on the ground is the only one getting attacked, not all of them.
Oh my god, so it's just going to be like, one falls, the rest of them, they have to make...
Probably. We'll see.
Over.
I'll have to deal with that in a second, I think.
Yes, you will.
Okie doke. Great. Gremlins.
This is the first time I've actually ever used this spell on any character, so... Oh, that's fantastic.
This is not going to go well.
Oh.
So if this guy moves...
For every 5. Oh, it's difficult terrain, too.
Oh, God. Okay, so it can move 1, 2 as its movement. And it takes 4d4 piercing damage. Can you roll that for me?
8.
Okay, so it doesn't die on the first one because that's 3 damage. But on the second move, the one at the very bottom dies.
And poofs. And the rest of them just go...
And the rest of them drop.
Right on top of the spike growth.
I'm not gonna let them, like, topple that badly onto the thing unless they, like, actually topple, but they will have to give me a dexterity saving throw to remain... Oh my...
5!
They crit failed.
They crit failed, so they just poof.
They crit failed. Roll me 2d4.
Okay.
These poor gremlins.
5.
Okay, that does not actually kill them.
But
But they have lost their, like,
Stack?
medium form. Yeah, they lose their stack.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and they were in this square.
Yep, so there's 4 of them now.
So a couple of them fall.
Oh, did the next one still not die? Because that.
Well, they fell and they all took 5 damage.
Oh, they all took 5 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it depends on your roll. What happens?
This is great. I was more concerned, and then
you
stacked them,
spike
and I was like,
growth.
oh, hey, yay!
All right. Well, they're all injured, and that's the end of their turn. They're gonna use the rest of their movement to stand up.
Can they though? Because they used their full movement. Didn't they?
No, the one that died used their movement technically. Also, they're using their action to get up, basically.
Okay.
All right. Well, seeing what happened to the other one, this one's just gonna step over here that doesn't have any spike growth. And it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm okay with this. It still moved out of the spike growth, so it should still take.
No, it's if you move into a spike growth square.
Or within.
Well, it didn't move. It moved out. If you move out, then it doesn't happen.
Wouldn't it still have difficult terrain though?
No, it's difficult terrain into again. When you're exiting difficult terrain, it counts as like the square that you're moving into has to be difficult terrain for it to count. Okay. Moving out of difficult terrain does not cost extra. Okay. Though they didn't get very far. And now it's Grace's turn.
Yeah, Grace is just going to mock that one.
The one that's just moved in the back, or the one beside? Okay.
I'm not gonna actually give a thing. Oh, only one, and it didn't take it anyway. That's okay. It's fine.
All right. Well, Giant Badger is still Giant Badger.
Yeah, Giant Badger's going to nom on this one.
Okay.
Oh, I need the actual Giant Badger's turn. Whoops. Or thing.
Just shift double click on it. Shift double click on the icon. We'll open it.
I already got it.
Okay.
It has multi attack.
That's why we chose it.
Yep. 1 bite, 1 claw.
The bite hits.
For 6.
Okay.
All right. So, Cheddar is just going to use Dispel Magic on the ape. Because clearly, and
okay,
Aiden had told him that he wasn't in control of himself.
Give me post the Dispel Magic card. Okay, so give me a charisma check.
All right.
I'm gonna assume Aiden like shouted to Sir Cheddar that the ape was, and that's why he's doing this. All right, so where's the charisma?
I'm working on it.
Ooh,
hold
that's
on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Cheddar's a good boy. So, yes, can I help you?
You should just let it fail.
No. No, I mean, I will if it fails this time, but I want to at least give him a chance. And I don't think he can use Ben Luck on himself. Not like it would probably matter.
He could also use Tides of Chaos to give himself advantage.
Oh. Well, then you know what? Screw that. I'm using that.
But you have to do it before.
Well,
So you could use it now if you wanted to with the reroll.
okay. Yeah, well, now I've got to open up the thing again. Uh-oh. Yeah, that... Dot. Donation anonymous, PayPal. Yeah, I will use Tides of Chaos on it this time. As soon as I actually get the thing. Advantage. 15.
15 was the DC.
And so Cheddar's just gonna kind of reach a paw and pat the giant ape and be like, well, he can't speak to it yet because it doesn't have speak with animals up, but
The giant ape kind of blinks as the spell effect is broken, and it looks around in confusion.
Cheddar will say in Sylvan, because he doesn't know whether or not it can actually understand Sylvan, just to watch your step. We'll deal with these intruders and then we'll take care of the spikes. Like
Well,
I
this
said.
turned a nearly deadly encounter into a walk in the park as you turn the giant ape from an enemy to a neutral party who's a bit confused and also looks down and sees all the spikes on the ground and is like, it's not gonna move. It's just gonna look around in confusion as to where the heck is it. Right. Grace is getting attacked by gremlins.
So what is the one that has 1 on it?
Sorry?
It has a yellow. Oh, it has a yellow 5. Never mind. I thought that was a 1. I was just zoomed out too much. Yeah, those both hit. Oh man, Grace. Ooh, that's. Why did you do 3 times?
Because they do. Wait, is it double damage?
No.
Able to double any damage they deal. Okay, so I don't roll twice. I just roll double the damage. So that would be 24 piercing damage.
Ouch. Okay, so she's not in a very good place right now.
No. Yeah, it's gonna go for the giant badger.
This might. I think it's not going to be a giant badger much longer.
12 on the first attack. At least the badger managed to soak the first attack.
And 10 on the next one. Oh my gosh.
So 9 damage to...
Yeah, guess how much health Apollo had?
9?
Yep.
Did he really? Oh no.
Apollo is unconscious now.
Puppy.
Yes, puppy. Oh. Aodhan is pissed.
Yeah, Apollo had...
I know. Because he got hit by the other ones before. Aodhan is furious. So is Rose.
Alright.
Hey, why is Rose not on the turn order?
I don't know, you were in charge of...
No, you rolled NPCs. So she didn't get an attack. She didn't get a turn. You know what? Let's just say that Rose... Okay,
Rose would have gone first!
Rose would have gone before the pup. Or before that one, so...
Alright, well, go for Rose.
Yeah. She's probably...
What would she have done on the first turn, too? Because she would have gone before
on the first
the
turn,
ape.
she would have gone probably... Because this guy went... She
was the first one to move.
Probably shot at one of them. He was the first one to move. Then she would have shot at him on the first turn.
So do your
Do you want me
shots.
to? Okay. No, not Grace. So first attack, 9. Second attack is a 20 though.
Okay.
So that one is 8 piercing damage.
All right. So that was on the first turn. And then she has another turn that just
40.
went now. So
Yeah. She's better at she's better at bow hitting. So she probably would have gone with her longbow and then she would have moved closer.
closer.
Closer and probably switched to her longsword to try and maybe provoke it.
Oh, as it got near Apollo.
Yep, well, because it was right next to Apollo.
Mm-hmm. And the giant
So,
ape by that point was uncharmed.
well, Aodhan would have shouted it as the fight started, so she probably would have avoided it.
Mm-hmm.
So 12 and 11. Oof.
Both hit.
Oh, good. 10 and 12. So, is it dead?
Yes.
Before it got to Apollo, so can I have the badger back, please?
You are
So lucky.
so lucky.
I know. Retroactively, she's mad.
Retroactively, she sees the future and goes,
And goes,
no.
nope.
All right, so it is Aiden's turn then.
Okay, so Aodhan is just going to go after this one several times.
Okay.
I have to get to his sheet. That's the only thing about me controlling all these NPCs.
Just double click on the title part and it'll minimize them.
All right, so
That's how I manage it.
oh no. So he's gonna do. So the first dagger is a 20.
Okay.
Second dagger is a 22.
Okay.
Do you want me to just do damage? I doubt it's gonna kill him.
I mean, sure.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do flurry of blows. And I'm gonna do a stunning strike on one of them.
Okay. 11 hits. So both hit.
So stunning strike, con save, please. 14.
There's only one gremlin left in that pile.
And he's about to get stunned.
That's
Maybe.
con save?
Con. Oh, he's not stunned. Never mind. But he's very, very, very. I imagine that Aodhan just was like, okay, top one, next one, next one, next one, and then playing with another one of his stilettos and was like, next turn, because he can actually draw them as a part of his attack action. So each time he throws, he just has another one in hand.
Amazing. All right. That's your turn.
Yep. Yep. Where is my done button?
Oh, because I deleted the person that was in the turn order. Things got wonky.
Aw. You touch Grace and I fucking murder you.
I had a double move.
Good.
All right, it's the ones that are in the spike growth. One of them can go for the giant badger.
Yes. The claws hit, the other does not.
Yeah, it does. Giant badger's
10?
a 10.
I thought his AC was an 11.
Not on the token. Yeah, no, armor class 10.
Okay, so then they both hit. That's weird.
All right, so that's
4.
way
I'll
to
take
min
that.
the damage.
I'll take that.
4 damage. Great. Crap, the other ones don't want to move. They cannot move and survive. Yeah. They're kind of stuck.
Uh-huh.
All right. Grace.
So if Grace were to cast a bonus action spell, would that mean she could still use her action to disengage?
Yes.
Okay. So she's gonna cast a healing word on herself. Come on. No, not Rose. I suffer. Because that was a lot of freaking damage that she took.
Mm-hmm.
7 plus 7. And she's just going to use her action to disengage.
Okay.
Do, do, do. So she's just going to go back around here. Just so if it comes at her, it kind of has to go through people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's her turn. Okay.
I will point out also that Apollo has a feature that he can probably use as a giant badger.
What?
He has a reaction.
Oh.
When an attack hits a creature within 5 feet of Apollo, Apollo can use his reaction to push them out of the way, adding +2 to their armor class against that attack.
Okay. Well,
To
that's even
protect.
more why she's going next to Apollo.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
guard dog.
All right. Well, now it's Giant Badger's turn, which, as per usual, you said shift double click.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, it's gonna go after the thing in front of him with a bite.
Yeah, that just roll damage.
4.
And it poops. These guys
I
got
wish I could
left with.
hold the other attack in case another one came closer, but I know I can't do that.
Yeah, they don't really want to move right now.
That's fine. And I'm done.
Sir Cheddar.
Okay. Well. Now I've got to actually get his sheet open.
Shift double click.
I know. Well, regardless. So, let me see what I can do with it. Oh, he has level 5 spells. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have him. So what is Grace's level effectively?
She has a CR. She should have a CR rating. 2.
Her CR is 2. Okay. Because he sees this and he doesn't like it, so he's gonna cast Polymorph again, but he's gonna twin spell it so it hits Badger and Rose and refreshes Badger's health and changes Rose into whatever CR2 creature he can get.
All right, let's see.
There.
Where's the monsters? Monsters. Filter. Challenge rating of. No, not 19.
I mean, I'll take 19.
No.
This poor, poor ape. I was gonna speak with Beast, but I'm like, not until these guys are dead.
All right, let's see. Giant ant.
Giant ant?
Ooh, but what about a cave bear? It's got multi-attack.
Then yes. How much health does it have?
42?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Because the other option would be a giant boar, which is exactly the same but doesn't have multi-attack. Giant elk has a charge but does not have double attack, but slightly higher natural armor. And I'm not letting you turn her into a terror bird.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
No.
I know what they do, but I know you're not gonna.
Nope. I gave you a weird one.
I know you gave me that. You gave me that for the T-Rex fight. The
Yeah.
this serpent, whatever. And that's fine. I still almost died.
All right. Bear. Roar.
Suddenly, you hear a very confused "Arf." As the bear like rears up and kind of pats its own stomach. Like, what is okay? Oh, and that's
All right, so that was Sir Cheddar's turn. Make sure you're
yep.
keeping track of spells
I
used.
know. Oh, the spell I did, but I'm keeping more track. That's a level 4 spell, right? So it would be 2 sorcery points for that, right? To twin it, or 2
It's
per level.
2 per level, yeah.
So it's 8. So
Ooh,
let's
that's an
see.
expensive twin.
I'm okay with this. Okay, that's Sir Cheddar's turn.
Cast the spell so equal to the spell's level, so it's only 4.
Oh, so it's only 4 spell. Okay, so that's better.
Yeah. I was gonna say that seems a lot.
Okay.
Okay, well that was Cheddar's turn. Now it is Rose's turn.
Yeah, Rose's. This one is the more important one right now. So she's just gonna attack that one. Okay, the 9 doesn't hit. Oh, you know what? So Cheddar's gonna use his reaction, and he's gonna bend luck.
Okay.
So another 2 sorcery points and roll a d4. So that attack has a +4 to or
So
plus
13, and that hits.
uh So now I'm down to 4. Cool. Honestly, I just want to kind of break those things. So it does 19 damage to it.
Okay.
And that is Rose's turn because Rose is easy.
All right. So this guy doesn't know exactly what's going on, but he doesn't like the gremlins. So it's
Oh no, and he
going
has reach, doesn't
to.
he?
Yes, he does.
Oh, he can get all of them if he wanted to.
He is going to pound the 2 that are within his reach.
He actually technically could pound 3 of them.
No, because the other one's 15 feet away. Oh, right. No, but it's
Oh,
going for
what?
the ones inside the ones that didn't
Okay.
move.
Okay.
Inside
That's
the
fair.
spike growth.
That's fair.
So that's gonna kill them. That just poofs them out of existence.
Did you expect did you really expect the dispel magic on this thing? As soon as you said he
I
wasn't in
mean,
control of himself, I was like, what spells do we have?
I don't know what you were gonna do, but I knew it was an option. It just you had to hit the DC.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you're a little brat, and now it's gonna have advantage on you.
Is it though? Oh, right. That's fine. And it still misses.
Darn it! Should have gone for the one that's concentrating.
Yeah, but you didn't, so that's okay. Oh, hey, look who's next.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna waste any more daggers or darts on him though, because you're right here. So just a quick punch. Oh no!
Oh wow. Are you going for the one that's stacked still?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you know what? I'm not gonna bother with a
Well, roll
flurry of
your
blows.
damage.
So 9, 8. Is it still alive?
No.
Okay, then the one behind him is gonna get a mule kick.
Okay.
So is that one
7.
also dead now?
Yes.
So he's like punch, punch, and then back up kick. Listen.
All right. There is one left.
And he's like, oh fuck. Do we just all collectively hear a fudge in Sylvan?
Yeah, you hear.
Because he can't even move.
Oh, these guys speak common. That is so weird.
that they don't have Sylvan when they're
Yeah,
fey
they
creatures?
really should. It's gonna opt to try and run, even though it knows this is a bad idea, and it takes one step and just poof.
Oof. Okay, as soon as we're out of combat, spike growth is going to be gone. I'm going to stop concentrating on it,
Okay,
and then Sir Cheddar is going to drop concentration on polymorph. Well, no, yeah, because speak with animals is a concentration as well. I think, right?
it is.
What level is it? Speak with animals is first level. Okay. But no, it's not. It's not. So he doesn't have to.
Oh,
So he'll keep concentrating on it.
well, too late.
And yeah,
I mean, the danger's gone. It's fine.
for now, he's gonna cast Speak with Animals and
Hmm.
ask the ape if he's okay, if he'd like to sit down and rest for a bit. And we're sorry that we put him in that position.
He's very confused. He doesn't know how he got here or where he here is. This is a very bright, pretty garden, though. It's
Mm-hmm.
very nice.
Cheddar is just gonna make small talk with him and kind of calm him down. Probably curl up next to him and just keep chattering.
Hmm. The gardener approaches you as the giant ape is talking with Sir Cheddar and kind of chuckles slightly and goes, "Well, I suppose I can look after our giant ape friend here until we find where they come from and um if they'd like to go back."
I mean, to be honest, if you can't find where he came from, he might want to stay, even if you could.
They would possibly make a very good guardian of the garden,
Mm-hmm.
should that be what he'd like to do.
And Aodhan is just gonna kind of go over. Well, Grace is going to use a healing word on the pup because oh no, pup. That was her last second level. She can only do it at first level right now. So 6. I think that puts him past his. No, not quite. And then Grace is probably just gonna flop. Look at the flowers. Aodhan is gonna look at the rest and be like, well, I guess we just have to keep on the lookout for anything else. How many flowers did Aodhan wind up getting, by the way?
What you were told to bring back a number of flowers, and you're able to. Oh God.
Can you not? Also, the fact that that had a northern entrance and a southern, that means that there's another portal somewhere, doesn't it? Or this was just in the Feywild. Still woo wooing. Woo woo forever. Well, I guess that's the session, guys.
All right, it moved farther enough away, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm pretty sure that Aodhan is also very glad that they didn't have to go after that ape, not just because it probably could have squished them.
has a lot of hit points.
I know.
So you're in an enclosed area. It looks almost like a greenhouse, though instead of like potted plants and stuff, it's just like soil.
Uh-huh. So you said that I was able to get however many I was supposed to get.
Yeah. You're able to fill your pouch with the flowers after the battle,
Okay.
and um, the gardener thanks you for protecting the plants and offers you and your companions to um, either stay here or return to the Raven's cottage to rest for the night before moving on to. Um,
Mm-hmm. Uh, Aodhan probably would want to stay here for the night, just in case, since Raven has Theron
Mm-hmm.
to back her up, and she's a pretty capable caster, and the gardener is pretty peaceable, and he would prefer to protect them at the moment,
Okay.
especially since they taught him how to care for or how to properly harvest periwinkle flowers. He probably is also going to use druidcraft to try and help with some of the damage to the soil and whatever or however he could.
Okay. So you spend the rest of the evening tending to the flowers and learning a bit more about the garden. The gardener
And
tells you about how most of these plants are Feywild plants, and many of them have like different needs, different soil types, and different amount of water.
sometimes probably a little bit of magic involved.
Oh, very much so. And they introduce you to a couple of different fruits in there. There's drowsy berries. They're black, blue, fuzzy berries that smell like chamomile. And if you eat them, they're very good for when you're having trouble sleeping. Um,
Okay.
they make you sleep. And
Yeah, I have a feeling that Aiden's going to be very inquisitive about all the different flowers and plants and their different medicinal effects, particularly.
well, there's a lot of interesting effects from these ones because they are Feywild
Feywild.
fruit.
Oh yes.
There's another one that's called a wine fruit. It's like a dark red apple-like fruit that smells sweetly fermented, and it stains the fingers when you touch
Oh,
them. And
probably makes a very good cider.
it I mean, just the plant itself can cause you to feel
Drunk.
drunk. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's these puff peaches. They're orange fruits that smell sharp and rattle as though hollow with something small inside. And they grab one and throw it to one of the walls, and it just poofs into a small cloud of smoke. Good for blinding
Oh,
people.
nice. Uh, I don't suppose we could have one or two of them. And I'm only asking, and I will only take what I'm allowed to take.
Well, considering you helped with the garden, I suppose you could take a couple. You will have to be careful how you store them because if they explode in your pouch, well,
Would they be all right in a bag of holding?
yes,
Okay, then it should be fine.
that would keep them from exploding.
Excellent. So you said they were puff peaches,
Yep.
and how many?
Um,
Just two. I probably wouldn't. Aiden
yeah,
probably
two is
wouldn't
fine.
take that many because they don't want to be greedy about it. Aiden probably has some herb packets that are like tea herbs as well that he
Take
probably
take
would
four.
take four. Okay, he probably would hand a blend of tea that his mother had collected and been like, "This is my favorite tea. It doesn't do anything special, but it tastes really nice."
Oh well, we can have that with our dinner. And they show you into the past the doors that were so rudely opened by a swarm of gremlins.
Hmm.
Um,
And I imagine during this whole time until the spell wears off, Sir Cheddar is just chattering away with, with
yes, pretty much.
being the goodest boy and making it an extra friend.
So they invite you into their living quarters. This is basically their house.
Okay.
We unfortunately don't have too much area to sleep in, but
Aiden probably would have looked at them and been like, "Well, to be honest, I would have been absolutely happy to sleep in the garden as long as that was not unacceptable.
that's fine.
I'm okay. I'm okay with roughing it, and
And
the
they
garden is
also
not
show
roughing.
you, um, well, they show you to the different areas. They have a small, some side chambers that have, um, there's a reservoir chamber that controls all the water for the garden and the filtering
Hmm.
systems.
Okay.
There's a storage area, the living quarters, and then the final room, which I will. You can't see much because you're now halfling with no dark vision.
Light.
What?
Open. I'm gonna activate the circlet of light.
Oh. Like, what are you talking about?
I thought that I had written down the command phrase, but I didn't. I'm just gonna presume that Aiden remembers it.
I think it
Because it was
is light
something like,
open or
huh?
something like that.
It was like eyes. I think it
Yeah,
was eyes,
I
and
think it was
then the other one
eyes.
was close.
Yeah, it was close. So the last chamber is um has three portals, and the portals they look like empty golden frames on the walls, but beside each of them you see a bunch of like crystals in different colors. So
Okay.
and one of them they point to and go, this is the elemental, this one goes to the elemental plane of earth, and that one
Uh,
goes to the celestial plane, and that one goes to the material plane.
oh, okay.
And the purples crystals obviously are pointing towards the direction of the garden.
Mm-hmm.
I
Very nice place.
suspect the gremlins came from from the material plane portal.
So that means there's
Probably,
another way in here.
yes, there is.
Mm-hmm.
They must have found that out since they weren't able to pass through Ru Ying's cottage.
They did try.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if we could find somebody who could cast like Hallowed or Sanctuary or something. But they're fey creatures, so that wouldn't probably be helpful at all. I mean, a lot of fey creatures don't like steel or iron, I thought. I thought it was poisonous to them. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, we knew that. the first the first group we saw were actually trying to cross a river. Yeah, I mean that'd make sense. Oh, okay. Then I guess we'll just have to go. Yes, it does. It sounds like more Periwinkle, essence of Periwinkle, or something similar. Do you know anything about what kind of illness? Is it one that just makes people fall asleep, or is it one that does something else? Okay, I would. Did he say what the ingredient that he needed was from that area? Oh, I thought you. Do you? Oh, cool. So, do you want to go on break and then figure out what's going on next, or do you want to just end it for the night? Okay, that's fine. Okay. It. Oh, you would have had to not tell her that you needed one of the Feywild to get her to not do it. Eh, listen.
Oh no, my mic was muted.
What?
I don't know
For
how
how
long.
long?
Not very long, I don't think. It was probably after the sirens. Oh well.
Oh, it desynced probably.
Yeah, it got desynced. It's okay. I've got Craig as backup audio.
Yeah, but
Luckily,
then the people, if anybody else had been watching, it would have been like, which,
he's talking to himself.
I mean, that does happen.
Um. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna have to do some editing magic. Looks like for the video recording, but check in tomorrow for our next Mad Mage game, where I have no idea what they're doing. Absolutely no idea, since they're going back to.
Yeah, I also have no idea what we're doing.
Well, that makes two of us. See you tomorrow, guys. Good night.
Bye.